Albany. So we're gonna see how that turns out. You feel me?
Okay.
SRP Radio. And like I said, shout out to Ice Dollars for coming through, man, and calling in and give us the info on the whole certified record squad out there in NC, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Homie the Jedi. Put up a new pitch up on the MySpace. Looking like a light skinned Yoda.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You sick Yoda.
You know what I'm saying?
You sick Yoda.
Shout out to Hud City, JDU, Fuse. Fuse got a new track too. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, you're going to throw it at us and see. And also, shout out to Tion. I hit him up on the space. He got a new track. He going to... Did he send it? I think he said... He didn't send it? Nah, he didn't send it yet. But if you're listening or anybody that knows Tion that's listening, man, we need that track ASAP. You know what I'm saying? We need it. So, shout out to Tion. Everybody doing their thing, man. Like that's what I like to see and like to hear. It's underground.
Yeah.
I mean, even though the budget is under, it's still going over. You know what I'm saying? SRP Radio, Thursday night. Yo, a big shout out to the troops too, man. Over there in Afghanistan and all around the world. You know what I mean? Fighting for freedom. Yo, what you think about them dudes that they charged with murder, Debo, from the Iraqis they killed? What you think? You ex-Marine, or I should say you a Marine, because once a Marine, always a Marine, right?
Semper Fidelis.
Hoorah!
Always faithful.
That's what it is.
Now you said, what do I think?
Yeah.
In reference to the Iraqis killing American troops, they say it was sent to death.
No. It was 4 American soldiers that murdered some Iraqi soldiers. Oh God, I don't even know why I asked this question.
Unharmed Iraqis. Execution
style. But listen.
What branch were they?
Listen, man.
They were Army.
You need to hear 4 American soldiers.
They were
Your
Army.
brother, man.
Your brother,
yeah, no, but it makes a difference if it was Army, Navy, Air Force.
All right, listen, Debo, it was 4 youths.
Plain and simple.
It was 4 youths.
Your brother, man.
You know what?
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
I'm a firm believer in this. You know what? I'm not a advocate of hate crimes. I'm not an advocate of racism, regardless of war status or where you was at. If those men were unarmed and they were youths and they had no
sound like a politician.
They had no bearings, no weapons of mass destruction. They weren't not in a non-violent posture. Then I mean personally myself, those soldiers should be charged as such. I mean, like I said, I don't do the violence when unnecessary. I mean, I believe in only absolute violence, or should you say, corporal or capital punishment.
All right. Let me give you a rundown of the story. Apparently, they was patrolling. They came across some Iraqi soldiers or some Iraqi dudes with guns. They took the guns away from them and they led them to a pond where they were led to kneel and they were shot execution style. Now,
was the jail
listen, there were no bodies found. Okay, one of the soldiers, upon his conscience, came forward and notified authorities. As far as the authorities know, this incident never happened.
So could it be just mental anguish?
These guys were tried and sent to prison for 20 years, people.
If you murder somebody,
they were tried. They were tried in the army in the army court.
Doesn't make it doesn't matter.
I think
it's murder.
It could be smoking crack. They just murder.
They murder. If they took their weapons away and they weren't in the act of shooting or whatever, then those like I said, those men they should be charged as such. I hold no capacity towards racism, hate crimes.
They were charged in a military court sentence. I think one guy got life and a couple of guys got 20 years. Actually, they all got life, and they were pardoned by, I guess, Cheney or whatever. No, somebody pardoned them. I forgot who. And now they're serving 20-year sentences. what I'm saying? What the thing that has this whole thing in a frenzy is that people are saying that these guys have no mercy when they kill American soldiers, so why should we even justify the killing of
Because
any Iraqi?
two wrongs don't make a right.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I mean.
This is what got the country in a
And this is what
Right.
separates. This is what separates us from the animals, the savages.
We have to establish the right because our kids gonna have to go live on that same platform. You understand me? So two wrongs don't make a right.
So you say uphold the law,
Yeah.
no,
To the
no
fullest.
matter what the cost.
If you establish,
But what if this
chaos,
law is unjust? Why if this law is a law of degradation, a law of separation as far as society and the poor and the rich is concerned? What if this law is a law that's widening the gap between the rich and the poor?
You know?
Is this law supposed to be defended to the fullest also? Meaning equal rights to fair and just even though you're abroad? Does this law apply to those actions?
Yeah, because when you go abroad, you take that flag with you.
you're supposed to be right. You take it should apply even more.
You I know they get up in the morning and pledge a legion over there too. You understand me? So it goes with you.
Yeah,
when
but what-
people see you and see that, just like when we used to be in Jamaica, and the uniform you wear to school, you got somebody out there
It
who see you
represents you.
somewhere and see you with a uniform and go tell the principal that, you understand me, and you get suspended because you ain't supposed to be certain way with that uniform on. You understand me? That's just all it is. You understand me? It was a couple of killers that was into the army and go over there and exercise their whatever they do, killer law.
I hear you.
rights.
Now another question. What if the flag that you go over there represent is also the target of these guys?
Again,
Hey, it's war.
Exactly. So kill them motherfuckers. Don't
No.
charge me for killing them. It's
No.
war.
no.
No?
Not an innocent.
If you take their weapons and take their weapons, you have the disadvantage over them. That's different. They're gonna kill them. They should have left their weapons in their hands so they had a fair advantage. I mean, that's really what the
That's
difference
a
is.
setup.
You disarm them, and then
You
know
just-
all of a sudden you want to take them and execute. They say every man has a right to trial by jury. This is
Yeah.
what we teach. This is what we
Yeah.
instill in our
Well,
soldiers when we send them over there, so-
well, then, listen, brother. Then that should have been applied to that fateful night in the Bronx when they gunned down Amadou Diallo. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Why
story.
wasn't he allowed to fear and just when they asked him what
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing, put your hands up and he pulled his wallet out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And why wasn't he given a fair
Fear.
and just explanation for that? Listen, the words we preserve and care for is the same words that it's going to be our damnation. English language is the most crooked and the most self-indignant, the most, how should I say,
Bunch of bullshit.
the English language is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So until the circumstances fit the means and the actions are justified, I say kill them all. That's just me.
But I agree with you on this English language shit too.
That's just me, man.
The words
Because
in the English language are just twisted, and you have all these extra meanings and shit. You have to be real careful what you say
what
and how
you
you say it.
exactly because it's going to determine in
Your
three